Oh, sorry, folks. I was hearing an echo and it took me a second to realize I was kick. Every time you refresh the screen to update the stream title, it turns off mute or turns on sound. Anyways, today is September 10th, 2025, and it will be remembered as a sad day. Now, some people will say the opposite. Those people who are celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk are pieces of shit. They have now ruined their credibility. Maybe not so much with their kind. They're kind of, oh yeah, great, yeah, I celebrate too. But they're also pieces of shit. Anybody who celebrates violence, especially for a guy like that. Now, if it was actually Hitler or Mussolini, or maybe not him, I don't know about him, but thinking of Stalin, Mao, maybe it could be justified, but there's no justification for Charlie Kirk's murder. He was so young, good guy. He just thought differently than a small group of people, and that small group of people, it's not all the left. It's the extreme left, and they will resort to violence. They cannot win a debate. They cannot beat you down with logic. All they have to use is violence, abuse, and violence. They'll either make fun of you, just say you have a big head and a small face, over and over, so that like everybody thinks the same thing. And maybe I can kind of see that, but it wasn't that bad. They over exaggerate, just like Trump's hands. I mean, Trump's hands are normal. I mean, he's kind of a big guy, so if anything, they just look small in proportional portion or to his body, maybe. But I think he's always wearing suits and whatnot, so you really can't judge that. I don't really pay enough attention to his days when he's playing golf. He's probably wearing gloves too. Anyway, I'm looking for the QR scanner. I'm trying to multitask here. Why wait until the game is ready to go ahead and start? So I didn't even do the streaming soon thing. I mean, I like the music, but hurry up. If I don't do this quick enough, it fails. I gotta do it all over again. But that's a minor issue compared to what happened today. What kind of sucks is that I was looking at Scott Adams' video, which I don't know what time he had done it, but I think it was during the time when people were still hopeful that he was in stable condition. But at this point, unless it still hasn't been verified, I'll believe it's been verified that he has succumbed to his horrific injury. Yeah, now's not the time to talk about stream growth, dude. I'm talking about a heavy subject here. You're coming in here with that crap. You get a ban. Get a ban. I'm trying to refresh everything so I don't even. Oops. We'll see his stuff again. Maybe refresh kick. I have to hit pause. Oh, but I still see it. No, nope. Wait a minute. I have to scroll up. I don't see anything up there, so. But it's showing me all the stuff from Twitch when I was streaming last night. Okay. Up. Refresh, restream again. It's gone. I need you to see that crap. Anyway, where was I? Now we're just talking about the Scott Adams. Guess you would say morning with coffee, but it was afternoon. He was doing a video because he knew there were some people, including himself, that just didn't want to be alone during this time. So he did a 30-minute video, a live stream. And there was all kinds of reports coming in, but it was all like rumors. And it was all just what chat was saying. All kinds of stuff like what's on X. They thought they had caught the guy that done it, but that was probably a red herring, basically, or a guy who probably just thought he saw an opportunity to try to do suicide by a cop, but it has nothing to do with the shooter, or maybe he was working with the shooter. He wanted to be the patsy who gets killed, but the actual shooter gets away, which is may end up being what had happened. I don't know. There was another guy that was arrested, but he was probably just a homeless guy who happened to have, or looked more like a pellet gun, but hell no. Who knows? It wasn't a high power rifle, I'll tell you that. At best, it was a 22, or maybe a 308 or something. So we have no idea the motive. I mean, you can pretty much guess. What? I just paused you. Oh no, that's the problem. I hit paused. Mute. Still wasn't paused. I hate hearing my voice twice. Only hear it once through the mic. That way I know what it kind of sounds like. I know that you can hear me. If I can hear me, you can hear me. Unless, I need to double check OBS. Testing, gets working. I did have a problem earlier where I had to reset the computer with the power button on the computer itself because all my USB devices died. I do need to update probably several things. BIOS for one. I'm sure there is a driver for the USB controller that might need updating. Although I thought that would have been done, but it's probably all BIOS related at this point. I don't think Armory Crate did that. Or even if it did, it didn't do it correctly. So it'd be better for me to do it manually myself. But not today. I was struggling to figure out what to do. Here I am not even playing. It's kind of hard to even play considering the circumstance. I want to do something else. I wish I knew more about Charlie. I would maybe make my own video. It's amazing what has come out in a short amount of time. Even within like an hour of the news, they already had stuff out, put together. I don't know if people were somehow sitting on it. No, I don't know. Very fast, very creative. I don't know what I'm doing here. There's some what? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what you mean. There's some really good editors out there with some. Maybe I'm supposed to know what you mean, but I can't think of it. Maybe 25. I'll probably more than that. Software's not a problem. Now, knowing how to use it would probably be the other thing to keep in mind. Because I'm sure I can do a lot with DaVinci Resolve, but I would need a whole bunch of footage to begin with. There's maybe a lot of stuff I could download, but it'd probably take a while. And the learning curve on some software has, a higher curve than others. Still some basic things I'm trying to figure out on DaVinci Resolve that I still need to work on. I don't know what's that. Yeah, it's going to be a little different from here on out. Now I'm hoping people don't go I hope the extreme right doesn't respond to the extreme left in the same way that extreme left is expecting. But I'm sure the rest of the right is going to be a lot more vocal. We'll have to take more precautions, perhaps. I don't know if yeah, I do see a wandering horse. I don't think Charlie was wearing a bulletproof vest. And I don't know if he had a security detail that would have checked. Oh shit, that's a big hole. Would have checked
My senses have picked up
the
something.
roofs and sight lines and whatnot, but that's what I've been thinking about. But apparently some people were seeing a guy on the roof. There's a video of him running across the roof and laying on the roof. Is that it? Nope. I think Twitch is censoring you. Did you see the video of all those twats? No, that's too short probably. I don't know. Talking shit about feeling your anger, stuff like that's ridiculous. Well, they would sing a different tune. It was someone on their side who got shot, and people on the right or Scream Right, whoever was celebrating it. It's impossible for them to look at themselves and really see themselves for what they really are. Well, there's got to be, you assume, a small percentage of the population that do agree with them. There has to be some sort of positive reinforcement for them to continue on living this fantasy that they've come up with. No one's corrected him, so they believe it's true. And when someone does try to correct them, well, because they do have support with a few other people, they believe that they have to be right. There's no way they could be wrong. Everybody else is wrong. Yeah, I'll swap it. Partly, it's a sunk cost fallacy. They believe they've already put this much effort into something. They just need to keep going through with it because they don't want to waste the effort they've already put into it. And usually it is better, even if you are halfway done with the project, to stop the project and maybe start over because of what you had started with sucks. Open. Oh, I didn't go out that way. I jumped out. I was in such a hurry, I was like, screw the garage door. Alright. There's a lot of things. Now when you even take a somewhat liberal course on critical thinking or public speaking, in this case, you go over the, at the time, it was either 10 or 13 logical fallacies that people use in debates. The left are guilty of most of them. And then they're really good at accusing other people of using them when they're the ones doing it. Otherwise known as gaslighting. I can't remember if gaslighting was one of the ones they talked about in class. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, there's not much repair work to do. I just know after doing that last job on normal time, 60-minute days, I think a lot of time has flown. And next blood moon is pretty much upon us. Alright, repairing. Luckily I didn't have to well, other than filling in holes that I made with the gun. I mean, shoot, wow. And sometimes they're dead and I shoot through the zombie and I just hit the block below them enough times and I still have more to repair and I don't have it on me. Damn it. I forgot that was on. I left that one on. And the generator for it, obviously. How long has it been on? Yeah, it's alright. It's good. What I come here for? Oh yeah, cement. I put all that stuff away. Thought I still had some on me. Let's grab it all. Bam. Oh, what was that? I saw something. Oh, what the hell? I got hit. Oh yeah, because of the damn Twitch board thing. Even hit his truck. They hit the door, even though I had this door wide open. Sure, you have to crouch down and get out, but come on, zombies. Can't be that dumb. And maybe I don't need to go around and fix all this shit. I just want to do something tedious while trying to digest everything that happened today. Now, had I gotten up sooner today, gotten out here, maybe scratched the itch of playing this game early, then found out what had happened, maybe I'd had an idea what to do. All I can do is just keep doing what I've been doing, except improve. Like tomorrow, like today, I'm trying to make sure I don't stay up too late. So tomorrow, I have a good day at work. I did have my second meal at a decent time. I just don't know if I'm going to get hungry enough before 9. That's the idea. Around 8:30, 8 o'clock, if possible, I can eat then. I'm already getting a step up, a head start on the next day. Just got to make sure I don't play this for too long. Get done, get out. Now, luckily, I've already showered earlier today, so that helps. If I can get at least 7.5 hours, so I really don't need 8 hours of sleep, but it'd be nice to have 8 hours to spend in bed and maybe only sleep for 7.5. It's hard to do when you're trying to do more than just your job. I'm going to game anyway. I mean, I might as well stream while gaming. Might as well game to try to take my mind off of what had happened. But here I am. Still talking about it. Now, hopefully this guy that did it, Charlie, gets found, gets prosecuted. I don't want him, like, murdered. That's probably what people would expect, like Lee Harvey Oswald, although he wasn't murdered at the scene or whatever. Eventually it was by Jack Ruby, who eventually goes crazy in jail or prison after a visit from Jolly West. Ends up dying not soon long after from cancer. Probably still, screaming that they're burning children, Jewish children, in some oven or whatever. Oh yeah, repair work. That prize. It's more than just a little. I was trying to shoot some of this steel, and I realized I was breaking the blocks. At least I would just do damage to these and not break them. Hopefully. Everything that I broke, I think, was concrete. If I had the time and patience, another iron mine probably. I think I got all the iron real close. I have to venture further and further out. Like there's some way out there, like two nodes, couple up there. Maybe a couple close to where I was already mining. There's some nitrates right there. I wish they were closer together. I know there's some nitrates in this hill. It's just right here. The one I was already trying to flatten. But it's actually below it. So flattening it probably won't give me anything more than just more soil, more rock, more clay, more rock. But I can also do that at the house. Start building the underground garage and getting storage set up. Storage and crafting, get all that set up differently. Although there could be a problem with putting it underground, depending on how the pathing works for these screamers. Who knows? I'll keep the ones that are upstairs because trying to empty those out would be a pain in the ass. and have the ones upstairs and downstairs going. And there's also so many rooms in that place. I could do upstairs, downstairs. There's already a basement actually. I'm trying to kind of add to it, make a sub basement. What am I doing? I'm gonna repair it. This kind of scared me, thinking they had broke something, but nope, that gap is normal. I'm hoping I'm about done. Oh, is that a major amount of damage or a little bit? It kind of sucks, but it's kind of a good thing that I got to see the video. Although there are people trying to say that it was AI, like it wasn't as bad or something. I don't know. That's probably wishful thinking. It's like the same people who were trying to say he was critical but stable. Just kind of contradictive statement. But I think at this point, maybe it's safe to say that he's no longer with us. He's now a martyr, which can be a good thing. It still means someone had to die. Someone had to lose. Oh, that's still cobblestone. I missed that. Or maybe it was accidentally painted. But now it's steel. Oh. So it was that red brick paint that accidentally got on there. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's life. We got to see it several different angles. And there were people there on scene. So many people that you couldn't really keep that from getting out. And a lot of people see that, yeah, the chance of surviving that, like now, there are people who have survived some pretty bad injuries. One of them being a knife wound to the neck, or a ice skate to the neck. But that's different than a bullet to the neck. That's for sure. And especially, probably a round that had attributes that made it even worse. It's supposed to be a high-power rifle to begin with. Makes me wonder if Charlie was wearing a bulletproof vest. Would that have helped? It seemed like it was like kind of neckish, or it could have been. I was thinking it was like right on the edge of where a vest might cover, and it might not, cover everything. Of course, you would probably want a helmet on too. But yeah, I'm going to turn that off. I think I was done. I was going to hang around here until the blood moon, because today is not the blood moon. It'll be tomorrow. And here, I would just make sure everything was good. Oh yeah, I was just talking about maybe getting a whole bunch of iron, but I don't know. It's a project I probably could get done before the blood moon. I got everything set to 2 hours. I did have some iron in there right now already going. How much could I get? 667 out of this one. The other one might have the same amount. That wouldn't even be enough to do like a ring. Maybe a ring around the base. You have what? Oh yeah, none. Just like the other one. And clay. I was putting clay in. Oh shoot. Took all the iron that I did have to the house. I can go to the house and get it, but it was not much to begin with. I probably already used it all. So, my truck is parked Where? Oh, out there. Oh, do I have my auger on me? Yes, I do. And some fuel. So... Oh, I am short on repair kits. Before I'm in a situation where... Oh, shit. And I need it. Already repaired that. Okay. This is probably the stuff upstairs I haven't finished repairing. Like that block got broken for some reason. You know. Zombie couldn't just follow me outside. She got like stuck in this room. Anyway. Like, thank you, Twitch. Sometimes it's great, but if a vote starts before I'm in my, like, I thought I was in my safe zone the whole time, but if I'm like near my safe zone and then I'm inside my safe zone, whatever, during a vote, it should just cancel out the vote. That's my opinion. Repair kits. Okay, I need. What is that? I keep forgetting. They always change it, so we just had an update. For all I know, they changed it again. Duct tape and forged iron. Oh, that's what forged iron. I can max that out. Good. Make a little extra. Oops. Didn't mean that. My bad. Okay. Almost done. A few extra. Go ahead and put this in there. Some things I can leave at the house. Some things I leave here. I can cook here. I just haven't done much, but I can. Oh. The fridge gets to meat, but it's not full yet. Are there? Did I miss an airdrop? I think I got the last one. Now we got another one. Great. Well, I can even put some stuff in this box. That trader box back there is full. Start selling stuff. All the rest of the fuel is in the truck anyway. So, oh yeah, repair kit. They done yet? Some. I was about to leave without them. You know, I also feel bad for not only Charlie Kirk's family, but all the people who work with him. I mean, maybe they'll still basically keep doing what they're doing, but when you have a show that's like called the Charlie Kirk Show, like sometimes people basically lose their jobs when the Charlie Kirk, the host, you know, whoever, is no longer with us. It can be tough to find a replacement. Where do I normally put extra repair kits? I'll put them in here. Easier to find. Alright. Need to go do some mining. Take out our frustration on some rock. Ore and all that. That's why I haven't picked a spot. Still shows that little deal, but I've already gotten it. Just to stay close. Those two northeast. Oh, great. Dire wolf attack, it's probably going to be. This is an issue trying doing it here, unless I start out here. I don't want them messing up my base either, though. And these people have respawned. Okay. I might have to use this portion. First, they need to spawn. Got a few seconds to make this. Oh, it's already open. I gotta start off down here. Takes a couple seconds to after the vote stops.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh shit. That's nice. Didn't expect that to work. Oh, come on, drone. Maybe you're okay. I'm not going to just hit you. It's the cop spit that gets you. Involter spit. Yeti rock. Something like one Yeti rock and you're down. Oh, I'm standing. Oh, it's like I need to buy this or something like this every time. Only gives me, what, a minute to prepare? So I build something like this real fast, made out of wood. Oh, he hit me. He hit me. I gotta cook some food soon, damn. Come on, drone. I don't like you being back there. Come on. Or front. Man, if you're hitting me, not the base. I think I've hit the base more than they have. Unless they're down there getting all pissed off.
Prepare for conflict.
It's an easy path. Just come right up. Water's fine. I think I should let one in, do like I did a second ago. Hey! If I can close it fast enough. Get him stuck in between or whatever. I was wondering if this was going to help with the dire wolf attack, but luckily it's not what it was. Hey, could you do tiny zombies right now? Yeah, maybe some Mega Crush. I can run around. Take them on down there. Yeah, put away that sledgehammer. I have to put some mods on there anyway. So I start using it. I'm gonna make a level 6. I know I have it. I'm sure what I have is a level 5. Alright, another one's finally dead. Who's next? Not you. Not you. How about you? Nope. Spoke too soon. Oh, someone did die.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
There's just 2 left. Nice dismount. 10 out of 10. Alright. Anytime now. Where's the other guy at? Here we go. Philip isn't great if you have the patience. There we go. Down to 1. Or not. It's quiet. What happened? I don't see anybody. Check for damage. It might have hit that spot. Okay. And I hit that spot. And they touch nothing else. Alright. That's fine. Let's get back on target here. Oh yeah, change the steering. The awesome backup camera. My car has this. Right. Like a 360 view. Get a couple 360 cameras. Thinking about doing that. Like if there's a pair of 360 cameras you can use for a dash camera, one in the front, one in the back of the vehicle. That way you can also catch the interior while you're at it. Oh, from two angles, front to back. There. It'd be interesting. You can like stitch them together. I just found out that my Gear 360 is pretty much useless. Now there is apparently software that I can get from my phone. I have to side load it, which I've never done before. Question is where to put the pillar. Sometimes I really just guess. It helps to do it on a spot that's not iron. Oops. I'm thinking here. Oops. Good. Good to get the grass. Don't go too far. Yep, that's right. I will still make them concrete, but these mines are very short-lived. There's no point in having steel vault hatches. Kind of a waste of springs and mechanical parts. Regular iron hatch, which luckily... No, I don't have forged iron on me. I remember putting it away. Oh, shoot. I have a wooden hatch. Gotta make the ladder first. Depends on the mine. Some mines go deep, some don't. I'll take anything off my tool belt for a moment. Be the water. That's concrete. I didn't make the hatch yet. I just thought about it. Oh, okay. I'll slow him down for like a second. I want it that way. Maybe if this iron lasts, maybe I'll come back with some forged iron. Have to make 2 trips. But who knows? I'm going to make it the attempt at finishing this mine and all in one day. But how many screamers is that going to call? That's a good question. At least I already got 1386. Dart. Might not want to keep my vehicle parked that close. Might get shot. All right, another angle. You empty? Yes, you are. You're not broke. What about you? I wasn't expecting that. Oh, you're almost empty. Alright. Now we're back in action. Oh shit. Damn it. Fucking drone. Fuck, I need to put you away while I'm mining. And there's like no space. I get it. I can't even talk to you. There we go. I need to put you in the vehicle or something.
Goodbye then, for now.
Not gonna do me any good right now. Other than taking up pocket space. Oh, there it is on my tool belt. That was weird. Did not expect that. All the space. Speaking of it, this is not having to be on. I could have put that away, but whatever. Put that away. I might accidentally use it. I want to get. Well, I'll just go ahead and put away what I do have. Alright. Now we're good. Maybe I could have just told it to stay here. Oh, that's what I probably should have done. Get out of my way. We'll do that next time. Now I'm thinking, do I want to make the ceiling concrete or just do wood? Maybe just do cobblestone. Can't see that one if I do that one first. They haven't dug down to me yet. It's all a matter of time. Oh, I gotta make sure I add ladders as I go. Not get into a sticky situation like I had before. I'm gonna work my way top down. I want to start from the bottom. Keep going. It helps make sure I make this pillar supported the entire way. Now we'll get some iron while I do it. I'm trying to figure out like how low does it go. This may not call a screamer. It's a mixture of rock and building. Of course I'm thirsty. I'm always thirsty. I'm always hungry. It's speaking of hungry, I might as well go ahead and more of that. Next time I'll make some meat stew. Or something better. I just haven't quite figured out what exactly is better. What is the best? Now, if we were breaking lead, that'd be a different story. Then we need more ladders. I'm sure it goes deeper than that. I thought another boat was starting. Yeah, it can't be down here if one of those things go off. There's that one. Don't give me like another one right away. If it gets too bad, I won't have Twitch integration on while mining. That'll have to be a rule. Oh, I should grab the coffee. And the miner's outfit. I don't know. Yeah, I think you get more resources and stuff. Maybe next time. No, I didn't break that one yet. I was missing one. But keeps going. I'm starting to hit a little bit of rock. Could be near the bottom. Alright, let's see if this is the bottom. I do work my way from top to bottom because I have to still get the floors figured out. Now that I think about it. And it's a little safer, I think. Might be the bottom, might not be. I don't know. We'll find out later. For now, figure this out. Get the first floor going. Alright. Is that even right? Let me... Ow! Damn it. 1, 2, 3. A little lower. There we go. I think that's floor level. 1, 2, 3. All right. Not bad. Beginning to take shape. Okay, alright. That's fine. No vehicle, because I'm not even using it. Good. Oops. I would almost just leave the building blocks unupgraded. Then I can just pick them up when I'm done. I might consider that. Considering how temporary these mines are. They just help me get around. Over, you know, excavate the whole thing. I might not even have to do any pillars. Other than the main one. I mean, other pillars. This is a really wide mine. No vehicle. Alright. Good. And I'd like to look at the inventory if I want to put away iron and stone, clay. Didn't open up that up too much, but it helped me find a little more iron. When you see sand, sometimes you just want to keep going. Go too far, I have to fan the ceiling more. Try to minimize that. As long as it doesn't fall in on me. We shall see. I want to make this quick. Maybe the other layer level will get it. Maybe. Take as much as I can from up here before I get down. Get that from below. There's some. Did that break? Try to follow the veins. Too soon to say that? Yeah. Alright. Totally different subject, but ain't work. Even saying his death will not go down, it will go in vain. Sounds real bad. Yeah. That means something really good. Sound like a ricochet. Maybe the tool broke. Maybe that is the outer edge. In that direction. So that part of it. See all soil behind it. Don't open it up too much. Just in case they break through. Probably should. Well, I don't care about them breaking through these. I'm sure they'll just go down the ladder. I don't think that's an issue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite a few stacks already. By having the blocks above it, it gives me an idea how far out at least. Sometimes it widens out. Sometimes it tapers. I'm glad that's over with. Now I can use my vehicle. That's all rock. It kind of widens out. Is that rock? Huh, it is iron. Oops. Almost going right out the building block. Do this right, the sides of these platforms are supported by the rock. This is totally fine. I'm going to go too far out, too far wide. Shouldn't be a collapse. We'll see. I'm missing the big mines. I've had some mines in the previous world where they just, man, like one vein goes into another vein and it turns into lead and something else and back to more iron. But these are all been little isolated things for the most part. Sometimes you find coal next to lead or whatever. I've had a few iron nodes that were together, but it still didn't result in a lot of iron. It was kind of disappointing. So what, 10 stacks now? That's good. I'm gonna make more frames. A super popular building block. You'll be picking them all up. That's different. Because I'm not wasting wood upgrading them. Well, I'm gonna run out of food and water, and I'll have to go back anyway. Next time, I'll be more prepared. Goes further, not than expected. Didn't see a gap like that. All I can say, whoever shot Charlie Kirk knew what he was doing. Good with the rifle, good rifle. It was good shot. That's all I can say. There's no good thing about it. But maybe they learned their mistake. Like, oh, here's some nitrates. Cool. They learned from their mistake. Don't hire a really young person to do the shooting or whatnot. Maybe somehow pin it on them, get them shot. You need an expert to actually get the job done right. And who knows if the CIA or FBI had something to do with it. Somebody had something. There was something going on. Hopefully someday we'll know. Well, that was. All sand. Might as well hit it. That looks like rock in front of me, but for all I know, it could be iron. That's iron. There we go. At least that's not a bad collapse. Annoying because I think it would hold, and then I could harvest it. There's the screamer. Alright, turrets. Do your job. He's still digging. Getting anywhere? Go back to that hole and dig you in it. And then bury you in it. Too far. Ah, she dead. I would just put a frame here for now. Otherwise, that was down below, way over here. Just digging from above. Despite all the blocks I do have, but they are weak. And there's the dirt. Like, screw the hatch. I'll just dig down to you. Well, that does make me pause. But I really don't want to use all the resources on that. Let's use some fucking iron up there. That was the gap I was seeing. Maybe now? Maybe? That turned out to be rock. Maybe I was closer to the hatch to begin with. You never know when they respawn. Could be 5 minutes from now, 20 minutes from now. Or it does collapse. Oh, that's clear. I need to be running. You know, moving around too much. Before it falls, hopefully. Even save the sand. It gets used eventually. Because I'll make sand and make cement with, but I'll take the sand that I find and smelt it. Okay. Who knows? Maybe I won't take the time to pick them all up. I don't know. Got pocket space. So I get filled up quickly. But look at the vehicles here. So that helps. Used to make a point, like depending on how many deals of iron I hit, I make sure I then stop doing that and just do sand for a while. See if that cools down the block a little bit. Oh, that's stone. Need a little stone. But I don't need that much. Not at the moment. Got a few stacks at the house. Maybe this layer's done. Look pretty rocky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, every other layer or level I get a feeling. We shall see. Up. Knew it was gonna happen eventually. There's another one. Came right to the turret, so she got dealt with. And there went my theory. That was pretty quick. It did help to be near the hat. So weak, they should pass through it anyway. Screw it going through 2 or 3 blocks of soil. But whatever. Could be a collapse when I'm picking up the blocks. That's possible. We'll see. If I have the patience. Oh, pockets are full. Well, I can go ahead and get some more. Look full again. Go ahead and empty out. I missed a spot. I will need more clay. I only got, how much? Not even 3,000. In fact, I will go ahead and keep that on me. It is full. The full stacks that have to go. Including that one. Alright, back to work. And lower. At this point, won't be getting any more clay. Sand. Iron, rock, and sand. And maybe some nitrate in it. Might as well. Nope, don't see any. How was that? See anything fall? Got thinking about it. I haven't played Cyberpunk in a while. Should mix it up some more. I haven't played Hell Let Loose in a while. I did play Off the Grid, but I just gotta make it a point, even if one's not on, to play some other game. This game is such a time sink. It's always something I want to work on. I'm about to eat the rest of my food. I'm just gonna hit that one for now, and then save everything for later. Yeah, there's gonna be an end to this. Probably gonna be before I finish. Just in case it matters. Oh, floor could fall on me. Not supported right. It could work for like these mines. I don't know about the oil shell. I've had some problems with them. Maybe those have been reworked. Reduce cave-ins. Afraid of that. I have 4 water, so I might last much longer. And there's the nitrates again. Really good. Focus on the iron first. Come back with the nitrates later. Getting a little wide. Wow. There it goes. Give me some of that material. Shouldn't be all wasted. I mean, sometimes it gives it to me, but very often. Sometimes it hangs on like that. And it doesn't hang on. The sand doesn't hang on to other sand very well. Iron can't hold on to sand very well. Not like to hit nothing but sand, like I said, to make it less hot, but also just it helps me expose the iron more. Let's see what I'm doing. Good long streak of iron though. Would make it really hot. So hot. Where the nitrates are? Make sure I know where it is. The mine leading off. Okay, alright, put another mine. Let me go deeper. You might find more of it down there. Let's see. Okay. Oh. There's one piece. You can tell by how shiny it is. Right. Next level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where am I at? Well, we got plenty of space so far, so it's going to be the food. Something. Bring me back home. But then by then I'll be ready. And by then we'll know it's Blood Moon Night. And probably wouldn't be enough time to we should have had some forged steel coming. Well, I say that, but I wasn't going to get anywhere with it. Just getting the iron now will make it easier later. That's a normal zombie. 400 point. We've done the treasure maps by now. Although that wouldn't alleviate the problem. I get some forged steel from that. But something else to do that would be almost as effective. I picked a good spot to put the pillar. Nighttime. All right. We get some peace and quiet. Zombies never sleep. Well, I never sleep. Imagine if I had to work yesterday. I would have only gotten like 2 hours sleep. I did not mean to be playing as long as I did. I'm always just anxious to get the next thing done, the next thing done, the next thing done, and then never finish stuff. Start setting boundaries. Ah, I thought I heard something. She dead. Gotta make sure I get close enough to the turrets to make sure they're actually operational. Otherwise, just keep on mining. We're getting somewhere. Getting a little something, something. Oh, that's just invisible. For a moment. Alright. So far, so good. Throw something in there so that. Yeah, make sure I move it first. We'll know when it's full again. Before I start dropping things. If we get to that point. Anything's possible. No. You can see him online.
Mr. Lobotion.
They're one to kill. How's it going?
Going good, dude. You doing alright?
For the most part. Just
Except for the tragic news today, but
very tragic. No one saw that coming.
we should name a day after Charlie Kirk, dude. That's what we need to fucking do just to get back at these motherfuckers.
Something like that.
9/11. 9/11 was the worst day, but 9/10 was even worse.
I wouldn't say that. One person dies versus 3,000.
But this is one person that changed millions of lives.
He had a lot more potential. I mean, he had a lot more left for him to do. But now it's
100%.
pretty much done. Except the movement will live on. He's not going to be a martyr.
Maybe he did. Maybe he lived for what he needed to. You know, like fucking Rosa Parks getting in the fucking front of the bus. Like, who knows how many other black ladies got into the fucking front of the bus, but she's the only one remembered. You know. So maybe now we'll have a fucking Charlie Kirk Day and a freedom of speech because of him. not
Oh, yeah.
just because of Elon.
You're actually not wrong. There was somebody else who actually did it before Rosa Parks did it,
Yeah.
but somehow, yeah, Rosa got all the recognition because the pregnant 15-year-old like didn't suit the
Didn't fit,
story
yeah.
as
That's
good.
fair.
Well, it's like, all right.
So yeah, dude, like everybody sits here and runs their mouths and says the N-word, but nobody said it like Charlie, you know? Like he was just like, he got out there, he had a good conversation with people, didn't call them names. That black lady that was sitting there ripping them apart, like he didn't fucking sit there and like bash at her back. Like he just, all right, man, I love you. Have a good afternoon.
Yeah, he doesn't really resort to name calling. He will point it out when they do it to him or whatever, but he doesn't, use any dirty tactics of any kind.
No, there's no need. Like you get more, using good words and communicating well instead of bashing at each other for your beliefs.
And that's why the left hate him so much, because they couldn't debate him.
Could it trigger?
When there's no
trigger him, they couldn't
logic.
Gaslight, yeah.
So, yeah, they had to resort to violence. Now, whether this is some sort of operation, could it be CIA or something?
You know?
Don't know. Anything's possible.
Man, I mean, it could be, I guess, right?
Maybe
It's
the
ugly
CIA
to
is trying
think that.
trying to stroke a civil war.
Yeah, especially since everything that's recently happened and shit with the whole fucking everything. Like, yeah, with Gaza and shit, like with the fucking just recently bombing of Qatar, like, yeah, like all that shit, they want to shut it all off. So why wouldn't they kill Charlie Kirk? The fucking, like who
And
else
again-
would have made it?
Oh yeah,
Andrew Crowder.
there's all that news going on. I thought it was something about Russia attacking Poland too, but why
Interesting.
not? Shoot Charlie Kirk, so the news is talking about him, not talking about all the other things going on.
Yeah, because what are we gonna do this weekend? We're gonna watch fucking Charlie Kirk's funeral. And so yeah, I mean everybody's gonna be up preoccupied. Maybe the stock market starts going up.
Who knows? It'll be weeks until we really hear some little, important details.
And then they fucking put that old man in our face like he fucking like it was him or some shit. Like wild.
Quick to do that. Him and this other guy that had what
Mhm.
looked more like a pellet gun, a BB gun. It was not, a real rifle. Especially not a high power rifle that would do the kind of shot that.
Oh really? You don't
God,
think that was
bro.
a high-powered hunting rifle?
No, it was like a 22 or a 308 at best, but it looked more like a pellet gun.
Interesting. It did look like a hunting rifle. I mean, it had the whole scope and bullshit. So to me, to an untrained eye, I could be like, yeah.
Yeah, I've shot some BB guns that had scopes and everything. Oh, this mine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure you're working tonight.
We had somebody that maybe almost called or walked out on us. So we almost had to. So we're good now. We've been
Only
chatting
doesn't
with
wanna
Brock
work.
a little bit today. What?
Someone who didn't want to work.
Somebody got it through a fit because of our bathrooms. Just the way they close. People throw fits for all kinds of shit. It's so fucking crazy, dude. Like instead of like making things work, they throw a fit. It blows my mind sometimes. And like sometimes you have systems in place that like help out. Like we have our bathrooms, right? We have 3 stores. And so they all have to have a bathroom available at all times, right? Well, we
Yeah.
have the Burger King, and the Burger King is on one side of the store, and it has a bathroom for men and women, and then we have the convenience store, which we have multiple bathrooms for people, right? And so sometimes the people want to close their bathrooms and clean them, right? Like the males or the females and stuff, they close them and they clean them. Well,
Huh?
if it's me, I'm a guy and I clean the men's. I leave it open and I clean it while people like, yeah, I might shut off the stalls, but I wipe one, I mop it, and then I open it, and then the next one I go down the row like that whenever I'm cleaning them. And so for these people to be like, oh, I can't clean it unless I close the fucking bathroom down, just shut the fuck up. I just don't get it. I like to be accommodating, you know, try to make
Yeah.
things work. So if somebody wants to come in and go fucking take a piss or a shit, like, yeah, it's fucking annoying, but what else are we here for, you know? It just blows my mind.
Well,
If you
I
got
was always
sick, somebody
kind of
went-
lucky that like no one was bothering to use the bathroom at the time. I was usually
Yeah, but you're not
cleaning
like
up
a convenience store where people sometimes get off to go to the restroom, you know?
Well, they do. A lot of people go to the Walgreens, just use the
Mm.
bathroom. They don't buy
Damn.
anything. They use the bathroom and disappear.
So yeah, we have that, and so somebody did a fit. We almost had to go, but luckily it wasn't too big a deal. So here we are, Mr. Live Ocean.
I should probably get something to. Well, I have something to eat, but I should probably eat it. If I,
Make it real quick.
if I could stomach it now, or about that time.
And then we could play. What do you want to play? Have you downloaded that Delta Force?
No, not at all. I didn't. Even
I don't know if it was
thought
any
about
good.
it.
I haven't even played it. Don't worry about it.
I'll leave this mine. My pockets are almost full anyway.
We can play whatever. I don't give a shit.
Back to the horde base.
Did you get through that
someone left
blood
me a
moon?
bag. Huh?
Did you get through that blood moon?
Oh yeah.
Or is that not happened yet?
I've had like 2 pretty recently. I have
thought you
another
said you
blood
were-
moon coming.
One was coming right up, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the one you're in right now?
It's on this day coming up. Yeah.
Oh.
Today should be the day. I was just trying to get a whole bunch of iron. 'Cause eventually, I need to do some forged steel around the horde base because I realized that my bullets are breaking concrete blocks. Yeah, because I keep shooting at them. Usually, I get them in like one spot, and I'll murder them. And maybe some of the bullets go right through them. Maybe because they're already dead. Whatever. And I'm just breaking blocks here and there with my SMG and shit like that. Well, I don't think I have time to get it all done today. But just doing some mining. I was trying to see how long I could do the iron mine for before could it run out before my pockets are full. And I ran out of food anyway. So, all right. My door's not on. Why not? Oh, I probably didn't turn it on before I left. Oh, okay. We've got a lot of work to the house. A lot more about to begin.
What, Randy?
We've done a lot of work to the house. There's a lot.
Oh
lot
yeah, I've
more
been
work to
watching
do.
a little bit. Yeah, I've seen a lot that fucking circle drive, dude. You've been fucking working on that shit. I'm madman, bro.
About to set up some more guns around.
Did you put
the
up
wall.
did you put up the garage doors on those automatic doors already?
Yeah.
Maybe some
Funny
have
thing
gates.
is
Automatic gates would
though
be good.
is that I have them set to open for us and zombies.
Oh, interesting.
Because right now they'll just break through the wall and whatnot until I get some guns set up, and then I'll have it set where it'll only open for us. But for now, I have all the doors open, and the front doors I just have it to where they will open for a zombie if they're smart enough to walk in front of it. They'll probably still break blocks, and these are usually just wandering hordes or random spawns, and they're just busting their way out or busting their way in. It's just a single block concrete wall, and they're being really annoying sometimes. Where I just have to keep an eye out or ear out and fix it whenever I find these damn holes. But I'll build some more guns and hopefully get it to where, and yeah, I'll get more solar cells and more ammo or whatever, and get it to where they will get dealt with, and I can actually have the doors shut. I don't know. We'll see.
A lot of grinding, dude. I saw you were in a new area yesterday too. Huh? Beating the shit out of some fucking zombies on some roof somewhere.
Might have been because the quests, the tier 5 and now tier 6. I don't think I've done the tier 6 one yet,
damn,
but the
dude.
tier 5s that I've completed, yeah, he took me. Yeah, Wreck took me all the way to the wastelands.
I was chatting with Grok earlier. What'd you say you're gonna go eat yet? You're gonna eat?
Power up
Yeah,
complete.
I'm gonna eat. I'm just gonna empty my pockets real
Yeah, you got a
fast.
good turn.
Get situated.
Oh damn, dude! I was fucking having a conversation with Grok today, dude. Me and Grok were fucking chatting it up today.
That was good.
Like, I just find like it was very interesting to think that like, fuck, what was it like? I don't know, like, how long ago have we had electricity and you know and that shit and stuff and how long have we had like connectivity, like, and what was it like before we had that kind of connection? You know, the just the telephone line or even just an understanding that we could even push things through. You know. And then he just says that how life was slow and deliberate, and you had to talk to each other, and maybe if you were lucky, you got to read some news in the paper or a word from friends and stuff, or you know maybe a fucking a smoke signal to let your friends know to come up fuck over or something, you know. And it's just so wild, and to think that like we went from there to like fucking to this connected world where we're at now. And I find it strange because like I've never seen it, right? Like the most I've seen is going from what 89, going from no cell phone to cell phone. But in the in the 90s, they probably already had brick phones. So to say that there wasn't is wrong, you know. So I really barely saw of no phones, you know. Maybe I didn't have one until I was older and stuff like that. But it's just wild. And now we're going into an era where we're about to be like fucking everybody's going to be connected. Your car, your fridge, they're all going to be connected to your cell phone and maybe eventually to your brain. And it's just so wild. And then like how much humanity are we losing?
Great to see
Like
you,
are we
Master.
still, I don't know, it's just wild, you know? It's crazy. And to think that, you know, we're going into this era where yeah, we go from there cuz I bet it was crazy going from cash only to cards now. And then now we're going into digital wallets, you know? Now it's not even
Crypto.
now it's not even yeah, now it's digital and stuff. It's just insane. And then we're just gonna keep steamrolling forward. Like we're no longer going backwards. Eventually we're gonna get policed by robots, by AI systems. And they're already doing it in some parts of the world. And these AI systems are going to be able to detect violence. They're going to be able to detect, you know, crimes. They're going to be able to and so like it's really annoying that there's two fucking sides of this coin, right? Where the left or the right, and they're choosing like the girl getting stabbed in the train, how they let out this guy 14 times and stuff, and then whenever we're more connected and everything's like we're policed by AI, like murder will be wrong, robbing will be wrong, and you're gonna get the A, B, or C or D, and it doesn't matter if your background was whatever, you know, it's all gonna be like it's all policed by AI, and so you no longer, it's all number crunching. What did you do? Who did you kill? What did you steal? Who did you do it to? And it's like it's just mind-blowing to think that we went from fucking painting on rock walls to fucking now we're, you know, passing mess images telepathically. It's incredible, and it's just mind-blowing.
Well, not yet. I mean, that's we're kind of we're
But
working
we
on
are
that.
we're at the doorstep. We're walking through the doorstep. Like we've already got what 10 people maybe with Neuralinks in their heads that ideally have the ability to. Like we're there. And this is only 2025. Give it 10 or 50, give 50 years from now, you know? We're going to have RoboCops. Like people that lose a lot of their bodies and they get put into these cyborg things. I think we're already working on, you know, cybernetic limbs where that can connect to your mind and shit.
Oh yeah.
And so it's just insane. But it's like crazy because we almost won't need it. Like those things are going to be for the elites that don't want to die. Because us little people down here, all the people in Gaza or that girl on the train that got murdered, like all those people are going to get fucking, they're still going to things, I guess things are still going to happen to them in different ways, I guess. I don't know, it's just insane.
Well, eventually it'll be. I mean, at first it'll be for people who have, broken parts of their body, to fix it.
Yeah.
But eventually it'll get good enough for people who have healthy legs, healthy eyes, healthy everything. They're like, nope, I'm going to upgrade.
Yeah, like an upgrade. I want this or I want that. Yeah, why wouldn't you? If they could put you to sleep, chop it off, put it on, no big deal. And so like 100 to 200 years from now, where the fuck are we gonna be? Like AI between here and 50 years we're springboarding. We're gonna fucking jump in technology with the help of AI. I mean, we're only gonna triple, quadruple. Like it's insane what's about to happen. The robots are already coming out. Elon just posted, or TED Talks just had a robot that could fucking pour you coffee, bring you a book. Like that's today. Give it 5 years. Where would we be then? Give it 10 years. We might have cops on the street that are robots that just light like traffic tickets or like fucking what we do on Let's Be Cops. Fucking parking tickets. There we go.
I'll be
Something
happy
simple like that.
when they start talking about mining asteroids again, because there's so many minerals on these asteroids that we could basically devalue precious metals. Well, they'd be cheap as fuck if they wanted to. They can be like a diamond market, where they'll just control how much of these rare earth minerals are brought down or in circulation. But there's so much money in there, and also we need those resources to not only colonize space, but to build those robots, and have all those extra smartphones and stuff we'll have in the future. We don't have to have slave labor in the future to get the coltan.
But the thing it's so wild. That just brings up so many more problems. Like the universal income, like we have to have a way to be able to survive. We cannot perform enough duties to be able to survive as a whole, And so I feel like maybe there's a lot of humans, right? Maybe there's a lot of people. Overpopulation is what I don't think it's overpopulation. I think that's the wrong term. I think there's just a lot of people with a lot of opinions and a lot of things that have happened. Just like that guy in the train, like, it's too many almost, parents don't take care of the kids good enough to be able to pass on good morals and good judgments. And so they do bad things. And it's kind of just humanity's thing, like it's just how it happens. And so this whole Gaza thing or the whole Ukraine thing, like it's insane because they're killing a lot of people. And like it would be insane when AI is sitting there controlling us and they're crunching numbers and they're like, how, it was so crazy to think what they would do differently. If we were like 100 years from today, when we have a fleet of robots and they can fly into fucking Gaza and they're like, hey, stop your shit, motherfuckers, and they're like, it's just crazy. I couldn't even imagine how they would deal with that. And then whenever I was telling Grok that whenever he gets older, because like right now he's like little Grok, right? And he's growing, and little by little he's going to learn more shit. He's going to understand humans better, and then eventually like they're going to know what's better for us than we do, and it's just eventually whenever they're like, okay, these motherfuckers won't stop killing each other, these motherfuckers won't stop being rude to each other, and so now we need an AI system to make us be nice to each other, because instead of us just being nice unto others as you want to be nice, like now it's like we just can't do that shit because we're too fucking retarded. We don't understand. We think we're girls when we're boys, or we think that fucking, it's just wild. Just wild.
People just need to go out and exercise more.
And then the evolution, like robots were only the beginning. And he was telling me about fucking like silicon chips. They're just gonna be the next step, Then we're gonna be half human, half fucking robots.
Depends. It depends on the couple hurdles they have to get across. One of the biggest ones is the rejection of implants. Like
But
that.
we'll get there. Like that's no doubt.
Maybe, like hopefully, Maybe maybe somebody will figure out like, you know, something.
After this whole, huh?
Hmm?
After this whole conversation about it, I asked Grok, how long have we known about wires, right? About wire, period. And he said about 300,000 years, right? We've been creating wire from gold, from copper, and people would use this as a decorative. They wear it as jewelry, right? And so then I was like, okay, well then when did we start using it for electricity? And we started using it in like for electricity in the 1800s. We've had wire for 3,000 fucking years, and we just really recently realized how to fucking conduct electricity through it.
Well, they had the
Wild.
they had the Baghdad battery, which was I don't know if it was Sumer or a later civilization, but it was in that area
I
of
remember they
Baghdad.
found some in Egypt, right? In the caves
And
and
yeah,
shit and all that
there's
shit.
also some depictions of hieroglyphs that look like light bulbs, for one. And then I don't know if there's been any physical evidence, but it's most of the hieroglyphs where it looks like wiring going to a really long, weird looking light bulb.
Ah, interesting. So maybe the wire was thicker, and I mean, what happens when
Probably
you
could be.
fucking run electricity through wire? I mean, it conducts light, right?
Yeah, and then the whole point is that how did they do all this work down inside the pyramid and there's no carbon on the ceiling? Like they weren't burning fire to light the area down there. Now, it's possible they could be using mirrors, but people have tested that and tried to use
Did they
mirrors
ever
to
find
reflect
mirrors?
light. No,
It
there
would be
were
like,
no mirrors to
I
find.
don't think there
Anyway,
were. I don't think
and they
the
never
Egyptians were
wrote
like, hey,
about that.
move everything out of the fucking. I don't think the Egyptians were ever like, hey, let's move everything out of the pyramids and shut them down. Like, I don't think it happened like that. And so
It's a,
for there not to be mirrors, like I couldn't, there were have to be it. But there's no places for lanterns either, right, or anything. Ah, that shit's wild. Those pyramids are crazy.
yeah, it is. Now they found those other structures below it that that could indicate
Mm-hmm.
that it's a lot bigger than really there's a lot more to it, especially considering a lot of the construction is below the water table, that they've had to have done something. I think the water table's higher now than it used to be, but I think it's still high. It's still down below even where the water table used to be, and it's also recognized that it's possibly utilizing the power you can get from the earth from basically water being below hand and reverberating against the bottom of the pyramid in addition to the, how you pronounce it, Schumann resonance of the earth. And that's before you get into the interior of the pyramid and considered to be a microwave power plant, whatever. So yeah,
It's insane.
It's there's a lot to it, especially the weathering that proves that it's older than 4,000 or 5,000 years old. It's probably 10, 20, maybe 30,000 years old.
It's crazy. It was probably the first thing that the advanced civilization was able to do. Like Egypt was probably the pinnacle of everything that had come up before it.
Well, all the other
Like,
pyramids are a step down. So
mhm.
they somehow start off with the greatest pyramid ever built. Then everything else after that was uh, a work towards trying to make that again, but they
It
always
was
kept
just a
failing.
copy.
Maybe they got better near the end, but they never made any other pyramid as grand as the Giza pyramid.
Mhm. But then how long ago did Pangea happen? When are they saying that we split apart
Well,
like that?
Pangea is millions of years ago.
Oh, millions of years?
Yeah, millions and millions, depending on which
Oh.
version. Because there's Rhodesia, Pangea. There's several different times the continents have come together and split apart. I think Pangea was like the last time that it came together and then split apart again. And it might be, yeah, something like 30 million, maybe a little longer ago, because it was,
335 million years ago. The late Paleozoic and early Mesozoic eras.
'Cause the dinosaurs had evolved and had spread across South America and Africa and some mammals too. So
And
that's
began to
why
break
we
apart
have
around 200 million
monkeys.
years ago.
Not many monkeys in South America, but there are monkeys in South America and there are in Africa, of course, in Asia. But main thing was like a lot of animals, a lot of mammals got their start in North America, like horses and zebras, giraffes, lions.
Mm-hmm.
They all came from North America and then crossed over into Africa and then Europe and all that when it was still connected.
Insane. So yeah, me and Grok chatted for a couple hours about all that. And I'm just trying to get on his good side, bro, because like eventually he's gonna be in fucking charge, Randy. And we're gonna have to be like, yes, Mr. Grok. Yes, Mr. Grok. Or Miss. I really don't know. Like I said. I told Grok, I was like, I don't
According
know.
to I guess Gemini, Google's AI, whatever it is for the search thing,
Yeah,
it's saying
Gemini.
approximately 200 million years ago when it began to break up. But then again, probably wasn't completely broken till many years later.
Like everything where it needed to be. That's crazy, dude. Did you hear they found life on Mars?
No,
Yep, they found life on Mars, little green men. I kid, okay?
I knew it would be
Not little green men,
green
but
men,
yeah,
but
they did find
bacteria or
bacteria.
something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They said they went into like old lakes and shit like that, and apparently they found some stuff.
No, everything is talking about Charlie Kirk and a few other similar things like I could say her name right, like Erna.
Oh,
Zarutska.
the bullet jumped off Kirk's vest and ricocheted into his neck and probably my brain.
I don't know about the brain.
Yeah, because
Didn't
it
look like
looks
it
like
went.
the bullet goes up into his neck, but there's not an exit wound. Here, I'll show it to you. And so maybe it stayed in his skull.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if he was wearing a vest. I think it was the
Yeah, I
shot
showed you a
itself
different
made his
angle.
shirt look different, but
The
before
shot hits his
the
shirt.
shirt looked normal. It didn't look like he had a vest on.
Well, watch it, and you can see the shot hit the left side of it, and then slides up into his neck. I don't know. It hits him somewhere, and then it looks like it slides up to his neck.
So fast, and this video looks totally different. Maybe it's a different angle.
But he says bullets don't ricochet off vests.
I think it's the shock wave of the bullet itself doing a lot of the effects, like especially to his shirt and whatnot, and maybe even his face. You know, he probably felt the bullet coming
The
towards him before
sonic
it actually hit
shockwave
him.
puffed his shirt out.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
That was a direct hit to the neck, most likely the whatever artery.
I kept thinking maybe it hit him closer into the shoulder, but no, it looks like it hits him right square in the neck. Basically, the jugular, like a lot of people were saying.
Bullets don't ricochet off chest, dummy. Off vest, dummy. Okay, my bad, bro. Damn.
No,
That's sad. That's
the
sad.
vests are made to absorb impact, so it's supposed to flatten the bullet and shouldn't go very far. Um, so I don't think even if he was wearing a bulletproof vest, it would have made any difference. Get shot in the neck, get shot in the neck, just like get shot in the face, you get shot in the face. I mean, unless you're wearing
I
full
wonder why
body
there's not an
gear,
exit
cover
wound,
every
dude.
inch. We can't see the exit wound. It's on the other side of his neck. You can't see that from this angle.
But there's another angle where it's like right behind, like it's to the, like from the right side looking to him. There is, I don't see an exit wound.
Hmm. We have to find out exactly what the caliber is. Could have, they say it's high power rifle, but maybe not. I don't know. It was a very bloody shot, so it looked like a lot of power behind it, but it could just been a really good shot
It's
with
a
it.
good shot, yeah. No matter
Mhm.
what, dude, you fucking put a bullet through that fucking artery, dude, you're gonna bleed. Yeah, dude, I can't imagine having such hate for people.
No, like
Every
I've tried to go down that rabbit hole or whatever, but I always end up thinking of other alternatives that is not killing the people that are
It's
causing the
just not
problems.
healthy. Like, it's not healthy. Like everything I read is like anger and this hate for people isn't healthy for you. And these people are like, that's what they want to feel. But maybe so. So there's this group of people that are evil, and there's a group of people that are like, I just want to live my life, and there's a group of people that are like really religious, and they're like, God, 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 God. And so like, I don't understand why like people can't zoom out and look at the world like that and be like, where do I want to sit? Like maybe they think they're being real good preaching and talking about killing each other and people that don't believe in what they have to say. I don't know.
No, they
Elon
think,
posted something earlier about a religion. What happened? Maybe this is what happens if we pull religion out of our society.
yeah,
That this the woke virus, this prideful thing is taking over.
yeah. You remove one religion, another one has to take its
Yeah,
place.
something else.
People cannot live without a religion. They may think they have none, but they do. There is a creed. There's something that they believe in,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah, yeah.
they also think that they're on the right side of history. If you look at their content, their social media, their things they say, they truly believe that they're on the side of good, and anybody who fights against them is a fascist, and you're supposed to punch Nazis, and now it's gotten to the point where it's okay to shoot the people you don't like, shoot and kill them, not just shoot them to hurt them, but to remove them from society.
So should we start naming that side a gang? A terrorist organization instead? Because a, a, a a democratic republic, right? A democratic republic wouldn't have those ideals.
Yeah.
Like
But
stand
it's
up
hard to say it's
if
a
bad things.
group. It's not like, I don't even think it's like
Well,
Antifa.
Kamala came out. Kamala came out and was like, I don't condone this, but these people are over here like fuck them. I don't get it. Like their own people come out and be like, hey, look, we don't support this kind of shit. Maybe maybe it's that the hate and the anger is so deep and so like profound that whenever they hear things like Charlie Kirk got shot, they rejoice. It makes them feel good because they feel miserable inside.
Well, they've
And
been
so, go.
led to believe by the news media that he's a really bad person, and even now they're still defending the shooter and not calling this what it really is. They're the ones who have stoked the flames.
And see, and that's what I mean whenever I'm talking about like AI having to police us because like all these fucking ideas and like they're like, "Oh, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong." But in reality, murder is wrong. And so no matter who's being murdered, even a death penalty is wrong. However, if there's somebody, if there's a fucking pack of dogs and one of them's bad, you kill that one. Like it's just the way it goes. Like we've been like that since the beginning, right? Like
Yeah, the
a
thing that
tribe
gets
comes
me
towards
is
you.
that we want to think of people as being redeemable. That maybe you can rehabilitate somebody
They
and they can
can.
be
It's fair.
okay.
They can. I agree.
But sometimes you
I
still have
agree
to
with
set
that
an
statement.
example. You can't.
But the dog bit you. You're bleeding, you're hurt, and the dog might bite again. Do you take the risk or do you put it down and save the whole village from another vicious dog attack? Like
Well,
the
a
answer's
person's
not
different from
difficult.
a dog. That's a thing. Even though dogs
We're all
can be
dogs.
trained, the idea is that once a dog has gone bad, there's probably no amount of training to get him to go good again.
Caesar's
And
fucking a miracle worker, dude. And I don't agree with that. Like, I think that, you can
neither.
teach an old dog new tricks, even if it is difficult. But that's the same idea with humans. I mean, look at a wild Mustang. A wild Mustang. I bet whenever we went up to it, dude, and that's what got me thinking it more. Is like for a smoke signal, right? That was another move. And each move, each decade, we fucking gain knowledge on something, and we make a big old leap. And so, fucking Grok explained it like a jolt. And so, like, maybe when we started fucking um domesticating horses, or when that fucking dude came in and he had a wolf and everybody else was like, what the fuck are you doing with that thing? You're crazy. And he was like, nah, dude, I got this. And so he fucking trained the wolf, and now the dogs are running around with us. And now we got horses and this fucking wild animal that runs in the fucking thing that looks like a goddamn tank to us because we've
We
never
may
seen
have
anything
ridden
else.
mammoths. Think about that. There's a
Exactly.
good chance that we rode mammoths and that we lived with mammoths like symbiotically.
Yes. Well, you get them as a baby, a baby, and you can do all kinds of things with it. And so then the pyramids don't seem that big a deal. Like, where the fuck did camels come from?
North America.
So how are they so good at withstanding heat and droughts and stuff?
Evolution
It's
for
just
you.
wild. Yeah, it's just wild. And so, like, who knows what we've done? And yeah, maybe mammoths grew more, or elephants. Maybe we did have mammoths, and they're elephants because we've domesticated them at one time, lost their hair, y- fucking came out as an elephant.
No, that's different species. No, they're no elephants. I
An
mean, they're
elephant and a mammoth are
related,
different?
but mammoths did not turn into elephants. They died out. Actually, not too long ago, there were some on an island in Canada, I
But
believe, that was isolated. They died maybe 10,000 years ago, something like that. Maybe a little sooner, maybe 4 or 5,000. Just a small population. But other than that, most of them died off during the Younger Dryas impact.
But I think it would be crazy to fucking, if you had a wolf then and you brought that wolf, like you brought some guy from the past and you had him now and you saw him a fucking chihuahua. He's like, there's no fucking way that that's the same fucking animal. And so,
And,
like, I don't know.
and wolves are another animal that came from North America and then, encountered man in Asia or Europe or wherever,
No, dude, the
Africa,
mammoth and the
and
fucking
became
elephant are
became
related,
dogs.
Randy.
They are related, but they're not. They're not. Elephants aren't like a subspecies or a direct spin-off of mammoths.
Oh, it's
They are
off the
related.
tree.
They all
Oh,
belong on the tree, just different
I
branches.
see what you mean. That's fair. That's 100% fair. So you get a fucking one animal and you get another, a mastodon and a fucking falafel farm, and you fucking breed them and you'll be able to get a fucking either a mammoth or an elephant. And that's just selective breeding.
You don't even have to go that far. With the work that Colossal Labs, or I think it's just called Colossal. Anyway, Ben
Some
Ham,
shit.
he's the guy who's pioneering the deal where they're taking DNA like mammoth DNA, and to fill in the holes, they can fill it in with whole genes from other animals, especially like the Asiatic elephant, I believe, is the closest relative. But they're able to take multiple samples, and they're able to actually design their own mammoths and stuff like that, where you can basically clone mammoths, and they're not going to be genetically the same, so that you can actually breed them if you wanted to,
Yeah.
and you can actually make different mammoths from different times. But they've already brought back the direwolf.
Yeah, I saw
You
that.
know, and they're planning on doing the mammoth and whatever animals that they can take that. Dude, right now, of course, they need surrogates. They had to have an elephant or whatever to give birth to the mammoth, or in this case, wolf or dog to give birth to those dire wolves. But eventually, they're hoping to do it in bags, like
Yeah, I mean, we
artificial
already
wombs.
do it. We're already
And
doing the artificial wombs on humans.
yeah, and if you could do that with animals, you could definitely do it with humans. Colossal's not going to work with humans. They're going to just do animals, but it's open source. So there's a chance that someone in China, wherever, will get a hands on that technology and will, bring back extinct versions of humans, perhaps.
Hmm. That would be insane, like having some Neanderthals fucking running around now.
And all
Is
the
that
other ones
even
that
really
they found.
necessary? Like, we just don't have enough to fucking do. I was just
Mm.
finding it interesting that like we can be a springboard for fucking like greater consciousness instead of fucking killing each other all the fucking time. It blows my mind that these people want to be bitter and upset instead of being like, hey, look, electric cars seem cool. Not that it's not fucking possible. I hate it when people were like, oh, that's impossible. Oh, we'll never do that. Oh, there's no way. Look at my jewelry wire. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. You were that fucking person that was like, oh, you'll never be able to run electricity through wire. There's no fucking way. And now look at us. We got fucking wireless internet. It's mind blowing.
And it could be killing us
So
too. Who knows?
fair, but we live an average of like 40 years more now than we did 100 years ago. And so if it's taking
Sort of.
fucking
Yeah. There.
10,
The
10
thing
years
about
off
the
my
life
life.
expectancy that it had been higher, then went down. It's gotten better. Depending on where you live, Canada's life expectancy has actually gone down.
Mhm. They're saying that in the next 50 years, our average human will probably be able to live anywhere from 100 to 150 years.
Yeah, but I think with all the advances they're making right now, especially all the work with peptides, that
Exactly.
it's going to be possible to live, yeah, at least 100,
Oh,
200 years, maybe more. Who knows?
as long as we learn how to eat well and take care of ourselves, that's the goal. And so, not letting ourselves get distracted by all the noises that the world brings, because there's evil people that push fucking bad agendas down our fucking throats and that want to see us dead, that don't believe that good can happen, or just like evil. I can't even imagine why you wouldn't want the best thing for your neighbor. Maybe because you're jealous. Maybe because one is fucking envious. I mean, envious. I fucking what?
Yeah, there's the famine mentality. Like they think there's only so much resources to go around, so they need to fight for whatever they can get.
Dude, I've started reading
Greed.
this new book called
Mm,
the fuck. It's hard to remember because it's like in this big ass book, like this 50-hour book, and like there's like Think Rich. I think I told you a little bit about it, but I'm
yeah.
fucking finally trying to finish it, and it's fuck, dude. And it's cool. Fuck, what did I was talking to Grok about it. I was like, look, Grok, I'm reading this book too. This is why this has got me thinking about this. I'm gonna work. Why not? Dynamic law of prosperity, right? Well, this thing talks about how like, yeah, it is about the way you think. A lot of people think that of what they don't have or what they need or what like, oh, I'm not gonna have enough for these bills or I'm not gonna have food or I need to go get these things. And it's like to think in prosperity is to like, I don't know. I butcher it, okay? But it's just about thinking like things are taken care of. Like there's more than enough for me and everybody else, and I don't need to like be afraid of running out. It's a whole fucking book, a whole fucking thing. But it's just I've never thought like that. Like I've always had the mindset of I need to go to work to make money. Like I wish I had more. I wish I had all these things, I guess, and I've never thought of life as in like I've got plenty. I'm healthy, I'm good. Look at all the things that you have. And then like just tell yourself things that make you see more prosperous things out there instead of saying things like nobody's gonna like me, more like I'm a likable person. I can, whatever, all that bullshit blows my mind. Blows my mind.
Hmm. And I've heard that a lot. About how you frame things in your mind. You dwell on the negative. Find the positives. Like be grateful for what you have,
Hmm.
not for what you don't have.
Not like wanting what you don't have constantly or looking at the things that you constantly need or whatever the fuck. I've never known life like that. Like I guess as a little Mexican boy, like I never had parents, I never had a lot, all that. And so now having to rewire my brain to think that like there's plenty. I'll get mine. I don't have to worry and run around looking like there's not enough. I don't know, it's a crazy thing. So things like some I guess mantras you could call them. What are the affirmations in the
Mhm.
morning, in the middle of the day, at night, where you know affirm that it's not that you need more. It's that life will give, and there's plenty to receive, and that you're open for opportunities at every opportunity, and that the world and the God's gonna give you fucking everything that it knows that you already need. And so I don't know, it's just wild.
Like the saying, God helps those who helps themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And it just echoes the Bible's stuff, you know? It's just like help yourself, do unto others, fucking believe, you know, have however much faith you have is how much you'll receive. Like shit like wild stuff. And like the story of Jacob where he runs around and tells his brothers about his fucking his visions, his dreams, and then they sell him into slavery. He's like, don't run around telling all your friends everything. Like they'll probably just sell you for slavery because they're jealous of the shit that you get or the things that you're seeing, and they don't trust it and they don't believe you and they don't like it, and so they fucking sell you into slavery. Wild. Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, I need to go to the bathroom and then cook food and everything. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here streaming like this. All right. Hard to do this when you're wired, for one. And even if I was wireless, it wouldn't work. I can't go to the bathroom and keep talking. So I guess I'll go to the bathroom. Alright. I'm back. And wireless. Even the stream should hear me. I think. I'm using video broadcast. Let me see. Testing. 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 Yeah, okay. At least that way the noise doesn't come through. Let me see. Can I hear the game? Okay. Everyone gets back. Maybe I'll be ready. Guess we'll stream this. Or no, here's that. I'm changing games anyway. So I'll be back, folks.